When I'm doing equestrian vaulting, I feel in touch with the horse, in touch with myself. Everything else kind of disappears behind me. When I've managed to get a move that's taken a long time to be able to do, it is satisfying and rewarding. Sometimes that can take up to 6 months practicing a move until it's perfect.
Equestrian vaulting is basically dance and gymnastics on the back of a moving horse. Vaulting originated back in the Roman and Greek times as a form of warfare. They did not have the weapons that we have today, and they used their acrobatic abilities to outwit their opponent. We're working on going to participate in the American Vaulting Association United States Equestrian Federation Nationals. Because of COVID, they're thinking about splitting the country, doing East Coast Nationals and West Coast Nationals. As today's date, we're supposed to have East Coast Nationals in Mount Holyoke in Amherst, Mass. When the vaulters compete, there is a scoring system. Most important one is harmony with the horse. You have to move as if the horse is not underneath you. Not a lot of bouncing, not a lot of taking the horse out of balance. The other part is to do each move very well. They're scored on being able to hold each move, not just to get to it and then not hold it. They also are scored on how they interpret their music. They have to somewhat kind of act. They have to have an explosive movement with an explosive piece of music. The lunger and the horse are actually scored as well, which all rolls into the vaulter score. Over 20 years ago, I had a student that went to a camp, and she took a video of what they did at camp on this little pony, and she showed it to me, and I was really intrigued. And the horse that I had at the time was such an easygoing horse. I said, you know, we could probably do that on Lola. Got the proper equipment. I would go do clinics, do a lot of video education, and from then it just took off. Right now my team is about 10, which is a great amount.
I was 4 or 5 when I started. How I started to want to vault is I just finished with my riding lesson, and my mom sadly was on a run and she got lost. So my teacher brought me over and I watched someone vaulting. And then my mom came back and I said, I want to do that.
Pam, actually our coach, she lives down the street from me, and she started the program many years ago when I was about 4 years old. And I watched a couple people try it and I loved it. So I wanted to try it too, so I've been vaulting forever. It took me a long time to get physically strong enough to be able to do a lot of the moves. When I was really little, I stood holding onto a lead rope that was attached to the surcingle, so I'd stand with like a little rope to hold me in place. And then as my body changed and I grew and I was stronger, I was able to do a lot more.
The thing I like the most about vaulting is just like how fun it is up on the horse. You just feel really free and kind of like you're flying.
It's kind of a mental game, and I think that the hardest part for me is staying in the moment. For vaulting, you really have to stay in the present moment, and you can't really think about the past or the future, and you have to stay grounded, and that for me is a challenge.
What I like the most about vaulting is the teamwork, the partnership that happens with the vaulter and the horse. It's beauty in motion, and the partnership and the trust within themselves and with each other is just remarkable.